So I've done it again. I went ahead and I started poking at something that it turned into, well, major exploration and the beginning of the last giant project on the bug. So this is the package tray area of the car. Let me zoom back out a little bit. You can see I've replaced these guys. I've replaced the heater channels. I've welded in here. So this is all new. This is all new. And this is the last thing that has to come out. Here, let me zoom in. So what I've done is I found all the spot welds. I ground all the seam sealer off with a wire wheel and found all the spot welds and hit them all with a 1/8 inch drill bit. I got some double-ended 1/8 inch drill bits from Harbor Freight, which allowed me to just kind of drill them until they were, use them until they were dull, flip them over, use them until they're dull, and then go get another and not worry about, you know, going through a whole shitload of drill bits. But I've basically got it all loose. The thing up here is it is welded. There's a surface weld right. See if I can get focused in on it. Right there, it's kind of a goobery weld right in there. So that's going to have to get cut out. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'm probably going to grind it, or maybe I'll use my Dremel and cut the metal out around it. And then once I get the panel out of there, then I can grind the weld out. I'll have more access to it. But look at how rusty and crusty this thing is. It's really bad. I'm really kind of afraid of what I'm going to find when I pull that panel out of there, because I see in here a lot of really bad rust. So it's like the roof structure is partially rusted out where it comes down here. But this is, you know, it's got to get done. So here we go. All right, I've got it loose. There's a bunch of spot welds here, some spot welds here, and there's a couple down under here on each side that I had to break loose. I was able to drill some of them out, and some of them I took out with a wood chisel and a hammer. Then on the inside, let me switch the light and go around here. So as I was drilling out the holes, I popped it loose from the sides, pried it away, just to make sure I was getting everything loose. Up here in the corner, like I figured I had to cut, and I had to use a Dremel with a cutoff to get into that tight little area. And I did that on both sides, of course. And let me zoom in a little bit here. Let's see it. So it is now loose. So let me set up a tripod and let's drag this thing out of here. Probably wearing gloves to do this. Yep, it's not quite loose over here. Let's see. You know, watch out for we're using a witch sharp, and I just punched another hole in the body. There it is. That's the one. It's so rusty. Just folding right up. Don't know what holds it up in the back here. Not much metal, that's for sure. Lip overhangs. So let me up it. Oh, that's all moving. And this. Look at that rust. Terrible. Let me find another tool here. It's handy. It's a gasket scraper from Snap-on. I think it's because the lip is overlapping there. So yeah, we're gonna have to raise it up somehow. Could go around the back. Let's see if I can do it there. Step into the engine compartment. Let me get my BFH. Oh, so much fun. Maybe I should just cut this lip off. Seems like a lot of work. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to cut that lip off of there. Rust won't be in place anymore. Oh shit, it's welded in there too. I did not know that. Wow. Well, okay. Well, that's why it wouldn't come out. I did not know that was welded in there. But this is all welded across the back, too. So this should be free. I guess I should have looked up a video on this, maybe. I'm sure there is somebody else doing this. Get you in here for the ride. I'll take you out there. So, got all these cute little welds. Some hidden rust in here, back in here. So, one bonus is I'll be able to get in here and fix this. Let's see. There it is, that lip is welded in there. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know that. Somehow I thought it wasn't. This side's not as bad. A little bit of rust through here. Because this is all underneath the car, exposed to the elements underneath the car. But there's where it's spot welded there, and there was a flange that came across here that I guess I just kind of removed. You can kind of see it over here. It wasn't much of a flange. And where it's spot welded in there. Oy. It's a lot of cleanup. But it's kind of nice to be able to see all this. Because I know obviously a lot of restorations go without any of this, anybody looking this far into it. Look at how much rust is up in here. Tremendous amount. There was a leak in the back window. And this gap, as a lot of you guys with bugs know, was packed with felt. And it just acted like a sponge to hold all that stuff in place. So, this is the last big area of this project. Everything else is just buttoning things up. New cross members are in. New heater channels are in. There's more work to do down here, obviously. But this is the big one. Cool. Wow. Just wow. Get some light behind it so you can see all the holes. That sucks. That whole back panel is just cheese. Swiss cheese. Not even that. It's insane how much rot got in there. Man, that leaky window did all this damage. It did that? It caused the interior corners to be rotten because it just allowed water into the car that sat and rotted out the pans, rotted out the corners, rotted out everything. Unbelievable. Wow. It's really kind of crazy. I had no idea it was going to be that bad. And that shouldn't be too hard to fabricate. It's pretty basic angles and stuff, but still, damn. me clean it up a little bit and I'll get you another view. Okay, so I went through with the flap wheel and took off the remainder of the flange that was spot welded on there from the package tray piece. And voila, there it is. Now this is for scale. That's how big this area is. It's not that big. So probably really about a 4-inch strip will fix it. 4.5. Just cut it along the bottom here. Probably cut it, I don't know, like that. And like that. Weld it in place. Easy peasy, right? Easy peasy. Just got to do it. Well, that's enough for tonight. I got a lung full of rust.